Number 7, where should sentence 11 be moved in order to improve the organization of the second paragraph? Sentences 6 to 11. Okay, anytime the question asks about improving the organization of the second paragraph or moving sentences, it's essentially a question about ordering sentences or placing sentences appropriately within the paragraph. Okay, the approach, this is a classic question on the Revise Edit B you should expect to see. The way to approach it is to find out exactly what it is the sentence in question is discussing and talking about. Find out where in the paragraph there's a sentence talking about exactly the same thing, and then based on logic or transition clues, decide whether it's going to go before or after the sentence. So let's take a look at this one. What is sentence 11 saying? Sentence 11 is again, and it's worth noting, it's again in that second paragraph, which is about the construction of the tunnel. Okay, and it's basically saying they used a lot of concrete, enough to build many, many Empire State Buildings. So where are we talking about that? Construction began in 96, the tunnel using tunnel boring machines, 4-foot beams long, 28 million tons of rock removed, enough to build the Great Pyramid of Giza 5 times. That's kind of like this sentence. This sentence is talking about a ridiculous amount of concrete and comparing it to the Empire State Building. The other sentence 9, is talking ridiculous amounts of rock and comparing it to the Great Pyramid, or saying how much equivalent of the Great Pyramid it would be. So I think that sentence 9 is what we're talking about. Notice the transition clue here. Notice the transition clue after that at the beginning of the sentence. We would come after what we're talking about. And the sentence that was equivalent to what we were talking about was the sentence 9, talking about the amount of rock in the Great Pyramid of Giza. After that, after we used all the rock, we then would probably use a crazy amount of concrete, some number of Empire State Building equivalents, to construct and support the tunnel. So first they dug out a ton of rock, then logically they used concrete to build the tunnel. And then does sentence 10 fit at the end? Always a nice check to see if we work on the other side of the sentence placement. This massive construction project, well, that's referring back to the Goddard Tunnel, is reported to have cost $12 billion. Yeah, that's useful information. After we dug it out, after we built it, we might mention how much it costs. This works. We're going to go between sentence 9 and sentence 10. That is the correct placement. The correct answer for 7 would be D, sentences 9 and 10.